Well, happy Tuesday night, folks. It's Jason with Simpademic. We're almost to hump day, and I have a very simple question here. If there's any ladies out there that I can answer this, it would be swell. But the question is very simple: this: why are there women out there who insist on being worshipped or insist on men being obsessed with them? This is definitely not a healthy thing at all. I will never worship or place a woman on a pedestal because that spot is reserved for my God. And that is just all there is to it. I will die on this hill. And so yeah, I will never ever put a woman on a pedestal. This is how we end the Simpademic, folks. We need to stop giving women, and I think these women really, I mean, if you're even remotely of the Christian faith, these women are basically Satan in disguise. Or maybe not so disguised. Maybe it's like, they're basically Satan in plain sight. Anybody who demands to be worshipped above God, I believe, if you are of the faith like I am, you believe that that these women are trying to take his place. And so I really strongly abhor this. Even worshiping other people in general is generally not considered savory. I will refer to basically the greatest sports ad of all time, which was Tom Glavine and Greg Maddux with the Chicks Dig the Long Ball commercial. Go grab a clip of that and you'll see how it starts. They're in pregame warm-ups. Mark McGwire is taking batting practice and he's hitting batting practice bombs over the fence. And Heather Locklear comes walking by just, in absolute awe. And Glavine's first line is, how long are they going to worship this guy? And I think that sums up, how even worshiping other people should be viewed. And it seemed like in '98, he was being worshipped by a lot of people, columnists, and fans out there. So, obviously, this commercial goes on to be absolutely classic, in that Maddux and Glavine go on to bulk themselves up and learn how to hit because, quote unquote, chicks dig the long ball. And it's an all-time classic. I think it's the greatest sports ad of all time. I think Nike was brilliant with this one. But we, as men and women, should not be worshiping each other at all. And I don't think people really like it. I don't think people really like to watch it when it happens. And for these women to put themselves in this position, or to demand that men worship them, or to demand that men be obsessed with them, is just, for the sake of the planet, absolutely, unquestionably, I will die on this hill wrong. So, in very short here, I just want to know kind of the mentality of why women do this, other than the fact that they're taken over by Satan himself. So, I mean, if anybody has any insights, just drop a comment below. And, why these modern day Jezebels insist on being worshipped, put on a pedestal, and having men bow down before them. If you're a Christian and if you, reference to this biblically is basically all over the entire book. Talking about worshiping the golden calf, which is kind of a trademark phrase these days, but that is also a biblical phrase. Worshipping a golden calf because they made a golden calf and decided to worship that instead of God. These women are basically golden calves. Or at least they want to be. So, whatever your faith, whatever your religion, do not put these women on pedestals. Do not worship them. If we starve them of their unwarranted attention, we will end the Simpademic, pretty much immediately if every man on the planet were to take this to heart. So please, please, please do your part, because I sure as heck am. I worship the Lord God Almighty with all my heart and nobody else. And I'm not ashamed to say that. And I will just leave it at that. So stop worshiping these women. Stop putting them on pedestals. And stop giving unwarranted attention to these modern day Jezebels. Plain and simple. No other way to put it. Let's end the Simpademic tomorrow. Even if you don't worship the God of the Bible, anything else would be better than worshiping a contemporary woman who insists upon it on demand. So that is my rant for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. I haven't decided what to cover yet, but this one's been on the back of my mind for a while. And appreciate everybody who watches. Again, this is a microscopic channel at this point. If you have a valuable comment, I'm definitely game for taking those and having an episode around them. And I've done this several times at this point. So appreciate everybody who is watching. And again, drop a comment if you want to expand on this a little bit. Thank you very much, everyone. Peace out, homies.